construction recruitment companies, yeah? And when they get in contact with you as a plumber, as electrician, as a carpenter, they say they've got an opportunity for you. They want to talk to you about it, but they want to hear everything what you've been doing, so they're writing it down. That's what they're really doing. And they're making a profile on you while trying to find leads which they've got at, let's say it's a university, let's say it's a college, where they know there's a vacancy available, but they're trying to see if your skill set matches them. I've had a lot of experience dealing with these people because I've been on agencies for a long time, and there's so many, yeah, you can just bounce about as a tradesperson. I'll be honest. You can earn a good money, you can earn a good wage, and the work is not tiring, you know, so it allows me to do the other things which I do, which is run my own plumbing business, also make content, and talk about these experiences. And I think this conversation is quite interesting because a lot of people will come across agencies and look at them in a way as in like, oh, nah, it's not for me and all that. I'll be honest with a lot of people, it's at this specific time in life, yeah, it's where you'll probably make the most money. I look at work as two things. I'm trying to get paid, and I'm trying to get paid as quick as possible. Agencies are going to pay you every single week, and they're going to pay you on the dot. That's it. The wage which you ask for, or let's say it's £25 an hour. Me personally, if they sent me a text just like they would send anybody else, oh, I've got a job, it's £25 an hour. Right. I'm saying I need 28 or 29. Can you do it? If they can do it and they're in a hurry, in a rush, they'll do it, because a couple of pounds an hour, they've got a lot of leverage on whatever you think you was getting. If you was being charged 25, they're probably charging £50, £60 for you, and the rest is that person's drink or the agency's drink, or however you like to look at it. But that's how the business runs. And in a nutshell, you as the electrician, you as the plumber, they always need people. You know, there's so many buildings which are crying for engineers. We need mechanical engineers, electricians, we need plumbers, we need fabric people. I've been in so many of these different environments, yeah, and understood that the void what they have, yeah, they could only fill it with the agency people. If the agency people wasn't about, they wouldn't be able to fulfill the contract which they're doing. So paying a higher rate isn't a choice. It's just something what they have to do. Because when you look at a lot of like full-time vacancies compared to an agency, yeah, so I was on a shift and it was like 64k for the shift, yeah, to be permanent, right? But on the agency side, you're getting there 60 grand a year. Yeah, 60 grand a year. We're talking a big jump. And if you do extra days, you know, like, you start doing the maths yourself. Do you get it? So it doesn't make sense. But I get that people would always say, but what about the security? What about, you know, them bit? You know what? If you come and do your job and you do it well, what reason has someone got to get rid of you, but more or less try to get you on board? It's how you play it before you get on board. My thing is, I tell them, look, I'm having a little one and all that, so I've got to save as much money as I can. Hopefully that appeals to their sensitive side, and they start saying, you know what, I've got some overtime next couple months, you know, like 4 or 5 months, you can have it. My man. And then after I get that overtime, I'm out. I'm bouncing. Next job. Because this guy's trying to lock us up like Akon. We're in on that. But you do what you want to do. But that's something that I always use on these types of people, because it's a cycle at the end of the day, isn't it? And if I'm in the cycle, yeah, one thing I don't want to be is down at the bottom. So to make sure you're always up at the top, there is so many different agencies that will contact people. You know, if you're a person of skill, like I kind of class myself as a person of skill, and somebody could tell me if I'm not, because a long time ago I decided to jump into lecturing. Yeah, plumbing lecturing was like something what happened to me by chance, right? So my uncle is a lecturer, and I thought to myself, you know what? I got a message and someone said, oh, we're looking for a plumber who has the qualifications that would be interested in teaching. So I said, yeah, why not? Give it a go. That was like 9 years ago. I've been to probably about 14 colleges through agencies, and the rate of pay is decent, trust me. It's over like, what, 1,300 a week would be a low week. Do you get it? 1,300 a week would be like, I've missed a day. You do the maths. Work it out, guys. Work it out. If you're on this channel, you got to start working your shit out. So for me, it made sense. Do you get it? It made sense because I'm here at this job now and I'm able to capitalize, make more money. I'm not working the weekends, and some days a little bit stressful, but again, the rule of the agency is every week your hours are in, they pay you. Used to pay you on Thursdays. So you get your bread before Friday. So you're Larry Holmes walking around, big wallet, do you know what I mean? Living nice, ordering anything you want on Amazon, anything. Week by week. But my point is that the agencies are not doing people unjust by dealing with them like that. They can get rid of people suddenly, and I had an hour conversation with someone this week who, I think he's recruited me for a role before, and I was telling him about how it is like for someone who is a lecturer that's going somewhere, and it doesn't work out with the college, or it doesn't work out with the establishment, right? You've went from like earning like, and you can earn like £1,400 to £1,500 a week, good decent money, yeah. You went from that, and now you're gone to like nothing just because of one situation, which I've heard of so many. Like, it makes you have your wits about you. So when I'm at a lot of jobs, I still get busy with my other phone. And I get busy with my other phone because that's my level of having some type of net of security. Is I've got 2 other jobs lined up. I've got 3 other jobs. I'm talking to 2 people that have 2 other jobs. And it's just really a cycle of like 10 people, because other people try to get within the mix, yeah, of me like signing up with different agencies and all that. But I just feel that sometimes that really confuses me, just because the people I've dealt with, like the 10 people, yeah, they know my rate. They know what I'm like. They know that if there's a job to do, he's a good fit for it. So I don't have to like sell myself. I don't have any interviews with any of those people. They just have a job and they're like, yeah, I've got the person for you, because they can speak by my recommendation. And obviously I have good rapport with a lot of places where I go. I don't try and be some like I don't know, some hoodlum or some villain to any of these people. I treat these people how they treat me. So if they're respectful, kind, I do all the same to them. They can only say like, oh, he's a nice guy, And that's how I want to leave it at the end of the day, because I am here to make money. You're definitely here to make money. We're all not at work to be friends. So I come, I do my work, I act accordingly, I help, I ask for overtime, and that's it. I even as the agency person, I never get involved in the politics, because I feel that when agency people go to a lot of different sites, or you go to a site, you're the outsider, yeah? So they view you as that, innit? And at the end of the day, you're there on your own mission, innit? Just like how most men would be when they go to work. You're on your own mission. I'm not on a mission to come to work to be my man's brethren or whatever. I don't care. I don't care about that shit. I have my own friends, innit? You should have your own friends too. So that's how that works for me. But I don't be standoffish. Like, the last place I was at, I even bought the guys dinner who I work with. Not because I was making so much bread. It's just because I thought it was a nice thing to do. It's not because I wanted to bread them neither, because I have their number. I blocked them long time ago. So it's not about breading them or being their brethren or something like that. I don't care. I just know that I was getting something to eat, and it's a nice gesture for me to do for the rest of the people who are on the same shift as me. That's it. And I thought they would enjoy it, and they did, and that's it. You know, like I sometimes hear the conversation of people who have the full-time jobs, as in like gloating at you as someone who doesn't have a full-time contract. Oh, well, you know, like agency guys got to do... What are you talking about, man? Where do you get this type of knowledge from? You see one or two people that obviously pass through your place because you're talking from previous experiences, but what you're not understanding is that most of them people who pass through are making more than what you're making in the time what you're there, and it's about making money, isn't it? So what is it? Like I stopped talking. I had one guy that was talking like that when I was at my last place, and he was like, "Oh, this agency person come through. His name was blah blah blah. Look, like, do you know him?" I said, "Listen, brother, I don't even know this guy. And I don't know people from the agency, because why would we be linking up? What do you think we do? Go bowling and Nando's? No, I don't know them, innit?" Proceeded to tell me, showed me a picture of my man on the phone. And so I said, "Do you know what? Your weird fascination with people who work for agencies is weird. It's very weird as a young man. It's weird with a W, boy. That's what that tells me." And I'm like, again, if I said I didn't know someone, I can't look at a picture because I said I don't know him. Not interested, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we went on, and it's like he was trying to tell me what agency people should be grateful for and all that. And I just said, "Look, you got too much energy for this shit. Why do you feel so passionate about like this? Furthermore, I don't really care why you feel like this. I just want you to stop, because I've got 12 hours with you. I haven't got all day, innit? So at a certain point, I need to rest my mind. And resting my mind is not talking about this nonsense, because I have no stake in it. I have no stake in the company or the agency. So I'm just a bystander. I'm just a person who's in between. I'm just a lone ranger. I am just a black sheep. I am just the shepherd. That's all." But I get that it's just like, just geezers trying to be geezers, if you get what I mean, you know. I've met so many different people on my journeys of working through agencies and stuff like that. Some funny stories and some weird stories as well, but it's all experience, you know. And I think that like the main thing I take from all of these things is I met someone years ago when I used to work for Amazon, and he told me he'd been working for them for 35 years. And I said, "Wow, what's the secret to work?" He's like, "Meeting new people." And that's it. That is it. Agency gives you a whole freelance book to meet as many people as you want and to catch jokes off them, but also to earn money at the same time, innit? Like I said, I've worked at a lot of different agencies, and they put me in different places. Like I said, some hospitals, hospitals, quite public places. I don't like to list them as well because it's long as well, but a lot of places basically. I'll say hospitals openly because that's quite obvious. If you've seen my working 72 hours, which is a video series which I started, I was working for an agency through that. So yeah, definitely check that out, innit, because I got a lot of episodes coming out from that working 72 hours, and that was for an agency. And like I said, good money a day, man, like well in excess of £300 a day. So like, it's a good rate at the end of the day. You know, you're not breaking your back, you're not killing yourself, because those shifts definitely will break you down, because the next day you kind of need a break. So if you're on 4 off, you're only having like 3 days off, really. So that's something to be mindful. But you always get into the bag. Every week you get into the bag. And if you got 6 days on, you definitely get into the bag. I've enjoyed that type of work this year. It's not allowed me to be so active on social media, but I thought to myself, do you know what? Sometimes you need to get money in the bank, innit? And that was that time. And I'm back at that time now. So that's why I specifically wanted to make this video on agencies and talking to them, because I had conversations with them, even today, which were talking about like, oh, well, how much are you on now? Or what would you like now? And look, get to the point, man. What do you want? I don't let them hold me up on the phone too long, man, because this is my time, innit? This is time what you don't pay for. Time where you're at your desk just dwindling your fingers, writing on your notepad. That's your time. You're at work. When I'm at work, you know, different story. But we're trying to find someone, and you have a lot of these people who do this phishing calling, which would be like a script like being read. So it's like, oh, I've seen your CV online. Just wanted to reach out to you to see if you was interested in any job opportunities. Oh, so what are you doing now? Oh, so what area is that in? Okay. How long have you been doing it for? These are the generic fucking questions. Do not get triggered. I used to really get triggered at the beginning, because at some points I'm like, did you read my CV, or are you just calling me for the sake of it? And that's when I used to just take my number off the CV. I just used to allow them just to contact me via email. It's a lot more professional. You know, if you're going to go out your way to have loads of conversations with me, you better be typing it. This is going to make you work now. And I'm just going to reply with ChatGPT as well. So it's just an update for you lot, just to know. Keep it professional, keep it stum. You tell it the type of prompts, what you want it to do, and it will start to create it. Understand, yeah? You see me, yeah? You see, when I learn something like this, I share it with my community. I don't do that shit. So if you're trying to get a job, use ChatGPT and put out the prompts, and you can make this file on the side of it. I'll try and show you my one. I haven't made a file, but I know where it is, innit? And what you can do is you can prompt it to reply in a way where you want it to reply. So I think so you add it in on the projects part. There's a projects part which says there. I'm not going to zoom the camera on because it'll take it off my face, but yeah. There's a part where you can do that, and you can just reply through that, innit? You know, they got time to email you all day. You got time to email them precisely, and it will reply how you want it to reply. So it's a good thing as well. I just used it on someone just now, actually. It just worked. So just sharing it with the nation, you know. I tell people about AI on my channel as well. So definitely look out for that video. That video is dropped already about AI and what type of things it can do. But yeah, man. Like I said, make sure you set yourself some good goals when you're talking to these people, because again, these people always tell you about the rate what they want you to get, and not the one what you're desired for yourself. And negotiation is always key. Take that away from this conversation. There is always a coin to negotiate, but if you don't ask, as they say in the church, you will never get. So make sure you ask, innit? You ask up front, like, is that the highest rate that you're willing to pay? And what is that based on? Is it based on skill, qualifications, experience? And if you have all of the three of above, you ask for the highest rate. Why would I be getting the medium? Why do we need to do testers? You can see the CV, innit? I have a strong CV, and I think having a strong CV with those agencies, especially in construction, and you've got experience, yeah, it gives you a lot of leverage over these people. Because again, like I keep telling you, like £27 an hour is what I see online for like plumbers an hour. But you know what? Myself, if I was going to do something like that, it would have to be like £37 to £40 an hour, maybe 45. Do you know what I mean? Just because of my experience. And I have the qualifications as well, you know, like I'm a plumber by trade, but I am also a supervisor as well. So supervisor role who actually works, you will get a different rate. And that's how it works, people. You just got to be aware of it, innit? And be consistent with what you want from them, because they will move the goalpost of work, contract. So make sure things are very open. And you know, like if you ever work for an agency and you want to get work, yeah, that's the quickest way out to get work. I said that at the beginning. But after you start working somewhere and you start to like it, yeah, being in an agency position is very strong, because you get to grow a working relationship with someone or company who you could possibly stay with. Like, I've been working for agencies, then wanting to stay at the job where I'm at. So I left the agency and started full time. But the people had a good understanding on what I was working like and what I do and what I'm capable of as well. So the switchover was quite easy. And again, if I'd made money, like I told you before, with asking for more overtime and telling them that a few pinky lies and all that shit, it was quite easy to change over, and I'll have a lump of sum of money, then I can save some money. And that's how you get some money up, really. You don't get money up by sometimes taking these full-time jobs, because the wage is so low, you know what I mean? It's so low that, like, you end up eating meal deals for lunch, and that's not good for your stomach. Eat a healthy lunch, people. Eat a healthy lunch. A meal deal's not... Nah, that's not it. You shouldn't be doing that. And you don't need to do that when you're working for an agency. You can get hot food. I told you. So, I just definitely want to tell you about one more thing before I go. So, electricians, this is a one for you. So I met an electrician who used to just do a lot of just sites, yeah? So he used to be just on sites, and he used to just, would do high voltage. That's what he was doing. And it was the first time he's ever done like a maintenance role, yeah? And within 3 months, yeah, he turned around and said to me, you know, I'm a big pusher for overtime, and if I'm the supervisor or the person who's involved, yeah, trust me, we're gonna get it. And we would work like 6 or 8 weekends in a row, so he was killing it. And he told me that was the most amount of money that he's ever really made before from like that situation, which was not surprising, but that was last year. And he'd been definitely an electrician well over 10 to 15 years. So you do the maths, people, but make sure you like, share and subscribe, and look out for the new posts. Let's get it.